like feeling of being like in the moment and like creating like, yes, we got this, like let's go. And it's a feeling like nothing I've ever experienced.
White collar bringing heat, we ain't even hit the peak.
It feels like we've known each other for years.
I've seen D-Bird on camera. I've seen his stupid little dab, and I hate it. I've seen Cody Nash, jittery and amped up when he's excited about, conspiracy theory he wants to talk about. I would have been more surprised if somebody behaved differently than what I've already come to know.
It's crazy to see you and you and you.
Soul of a golden god, by my team, imagine the rapping and then wrote it off. No fraud, an MC and a sex beast. Trying to find a balance, truly excel when I spread cheeks. Yeah, I'm what the internet needs, but what the streets hate. It's my birthday, come blow the candle out on this beefcake. Stop lying, tell the truth. I am legend, this is the bar you measure to.
We didn't think this was real.
Maybe we should all just link up and do some music together.
How serious are we about putting together an album and then having it filmed?
To be honest with you, I have no idea what the last mixtape is.
This is the last mixtape. This documentary is the last.
Oh, is that what this is?
That's what it's called.
Lord knows I'ma give it all I got. I'm never giving in. If I rise to the top, it'll pay off in the end. Sometimes I feel lost, I don't know where to begin. And trying to stop. Yeah, I can do this.
D-Bird just mentioned to me this idea of going out to a mansion in Texas and recording an album, and that's kind of right up my alley.
People who've never met before in real life, putting them in a house and saying you have this much time to create an album.
Okay, it is a real place, yes.
Hell yeah.
White Collar Rhymes is exactly what it says. It's just, people who work jobs and rap.
Online collaboration's great and stuff, but like the actual like feeling of being like in the moment and like creating like, yes, we got this, like let's go. And it's a feeling like nothing I've ever experienced.
White collar bringing heat, we ain't even hit the peak.
It feels like we've known each other for years.
I've seen D-Bird on camera. I've seen his stupid little dab, and I hate it. I've seen Cody Nash, jittery and amped up when he's excited about, conspiracy theory he wants to talk about. I would have been more surprised if somebody behaved differently than what I've already come to know.
It's crazy to see you and you and you.
Soul of a golden god, by my team, imagine the rapping and then wrote it off. No fraud, an MC and a sex beast. Trying to find a balance, truly excel when I spread cheeks. Yeah, I'm what the internet needs, but what the streets hate. It's my birthday, come blow the candle out on this beefcake. Stop lying, tell the truth. I am right.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Oh fuck, I forgot to turn on Bird's video. I'm useless here. But Bird is here. I'm here.
As always, same bat time, same bat channel.
There we go. What's up? Good morning, everybody. Yo, what up, Drippy? What up, Casanova? Yes, it is a real documentary that we've been telling you about for well over 6 months now.
Shout out, team. Yeah, man, we put a lot into it. And just yesterday, I went to a movie store out in Portland that still exists somehow, and I saw our mixtape. I was like, oh, shit. So I took a picture and posted it online.
Did they acquire it themselves, or did somebody acquire it and say, you know what, the world needs to have this. Let me go get a couple of dollars for this at the local DVD shop?
They acquired it themselves. They said, wow, this is such a hot, interesting, up-and-coming documentary. We need to make sure other people have access to it and can rent it from us for money. So that was all them.
Amazing. Who would have thought that Blockbuster would be our ticket to stardom and fame?
One smelly hippie at a time.
Love it. It's Sunday. What is this? This is the second Sunday of the new year for us. Middle of the month. That's right, Drippy. It is. Wow. It's dope as fuck. So go on Apple TV, Google Movies, or Amazon Prime. Rent yourself a copy or buy a copy and check it out. Let us know what you think. And tell us what you'd like to see in the next season, because Bird keeps calling me every couple weeks and saying, I got an idea, and I got to sit there for an hour and listen.
Yeah, it's a hostage audience, and you know, your stone-faced, straight across the face, non-smile really tells it all.
Thank you. That's what I'm here for. But we're here today to listen to some music from the community. If you're new here, we have 2 shows: a Sunday show where we listen to anything and everything, where we review anything and everything from pictures you drew to your dating profile, but it's mostly songs and beats. We give it a rating 1 through 10, and then we tell you what we like, what we don't like, what we think about it on the spot, because it's all new to us. We don't preview anything, so it's live. And then Wednesdays we have a subscriber show where we listen to a smidgen of music, but we just chit chat for a bit for our subscribers in the community. So we're here to see what you guys got for us today. So at any point in time, I'll be going through the Sunday stream feedback queue. I'll put a green check mark next to the ones that we've reviewed. If there is a tip like we got early in the morning, I think about 5 hours ago from DJ Tongue Hero, then we'll skip to that immediately and play or look at that first, and then we'll get back to the order of operations. Yeah, you can send your shoes. We'll tell you what we think about your shoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you my first reaction, as I always do. And you're right, D-Bird does need a Red Bull. In fact, a C4. D-Bird needs a C4.
Hell, you can send us a picture of your grandma. We'll tell you what we think about your grandma.
Yeah, pictures of Granny always appreciated, especially if they're in a bird cage, a literal bird cage. That happened.
Yeah. I don't want to relive that. All right. Where are we at? Let me see how much is in the queue. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. DJ Tongue Hero tips. Let me find this. Got some Fat Beanie to look for, to Artisan, Tagami. All right.
This would be a cool rapper chain for sure. Casanova, you should see what Portland's all about. It's fucking fire here. And you know, if you're the type of person that enjoys beautiful women, we're the strip club capital of the world, baby. What's up?
Is that really a selling point?
For some. I mean, I'll just say it gets a bad rap for people who aren't townies, you know, who aren't down with the town. Because they're like, ew, why would I go, you know, to a place, a dark room, get a bunch of boners with my friends? I was like, it's not that. It's not that.
Then what is what is the strip club outing?
The strip club outing, preferably with mixed group, right? If you can bring some chicks there, that's even better. But you know, you go with your crew, you know, you have some of the finest craft cocktails, eating steak bites off of the skewer, while there happens to be some titties juggling in your face. It's amazing. Truly the land where dreams come true.
So basically you go out with your buddies, you all get boners, and then you eat.
If you're getting a boner from seeing titties, you probably still use America Online to do the internet.
Hey man, if they got a nice little cheaper deal than what the fuck I'm paying right now, I might switch over.
Yeah, that's true. Mr. Bing over here.
I'll pop in a fucking CD if I gotta hear the little dial-up noises again just to get some cheaper internet. All right. What am I doing? Oh, DJ Tongue Hero. I don't know if you've joined the chat yet, but you're up first with your early morning tip. Did he say anything specific? Oh, he said play whenever you get licked.
Did you get licked?
I didn't get licked yet, so maybe we hold on for just a minute. Maybe we play something else first. Let's save this. Let me come back to this
Yeah,
one.
I mean, you're just following the rules.
Yeah, let me wake up first. Let's get a few things under our belt. So let's start out with Sleek Ivory. Sleek Ivory's got a light orchestral beat for artists. You ready for some orchestra?
Real Hado. My email is still AOL. you need an upgrade, brother.
That's a fire. Nah, gunshot. That's a real solid soldier there. He's like, you know what? I'm not changing my email. Fuck Gmail, fuck
Ride and
Hotmail,
die for the America Online.
Outlook.com, Yahoo. All of y'all can kick rocks. I still got the classic at AOL.com.
I recently heard that the guy who did the "You've Got Mail" voice died, and somehow that brought a little tear to my eye. You know, end of an era.
Nah, he lives on in voice. Maybe I make that a sound bite on the board. You've got mail. I used to use that as my text message. Whenever I got a text message, my phone would say, "You've got mail." And then it got annoying as fuck.
My I think I told you this story before, but my cousin or my nephew, who's a couple years older than me, we went to church service for Christmas, and his ringtone, which was the loudest fucking phone that has ever phoned, was that scene from Dexter where he's like, "Mail, motherfucker." And I was trying to be like sleek. I was trying to be all sneaky. I just texted him like, "Damn, look at the girls around here," as you do for Christmas service. And off goes his phone like a bomb in the night. "Mail, motherfucker." And everyone cranks their head to look at him. First of all, silence your phone. And what the fuck is that?
Well, I mean, second of all, they should have been looking at the hot girls.
Right? Crank your head that way.
Looking at the wrong thing.
White pants.
Yeah. Drippy, you mentioned a very classic song, Paul Wall, "You Got Mail." Throwback for me. I believe, man, if I remember correctly, there's two versions of that song where I'm thinking another one. Like after he got their deal with Atlantic, they like censored something on it, or maybe I'm thinking another one. I don't know. I'm hearkening back because you mentioned a classic song. If you've ever heard Paul Wall, "You've Got Mail," go check it out. Fire track. But first up, we got Sleek Ivory. Here's a light orchestral beat. Let's get the show rocking and rolling. For artists,
I do appreciate the variety of songs we get in.
Ray Stans type beat.
Paul Wall type beat. Just add some kicks. And the internet going nuts. Computers. Shout out Real Hado for the tip. Got you coming up next. That's kind of my first thought too. We go hard with some drums.
I'm gonna skip forward because I'm not sure if there's any variety here. Okay, that was Sleek Ivory with the light orchestral beat for artists. I'm not sure which artists is your intended audience. This feels more like, at first it sounded like menu music for like a Zelda game, but then it seemed like music for like a tampon commercial. It's got a light feeling to it, which I enjoyed, but then like the flutes came in. I don't know that the flutes necessarily matched with the melodies that were being played at all the times. And then you had little vocals in the background towards the end. I think said something about going to school. I don't know. Some of the background elements didn't necessarily blend the way that I expected them to, but I do like the vibe. I wish there was some sort of like build up to drums like Ray Stans mentioned, but I can respect where it's at without the drums because it's just, I don't know. I'll give it a confused 7.
I mean, it says for artists. Like, what do you do with that? You know what I mean? Like,
masturbate.
No, that's for the strip clubs. Actually, don't do that. You'll get kicked out. Look, I like this a lot. I like the bass line here. It just feels like it's missing some element, right? It feels like you need to lean in one way or the other. On one hand, it did kind of feel like I was picturing Weeds, the TV show, you know? It was like little boxes, you know, it's kind of felt like TV show intro music. And that's fine, you know, it can just be that. And, you know, it's 30 seconds of an intro show, boom, done. That's fine. But I feel like if you want an artist to do this, like my brain says drums. I think everything is great, but if it had drums, then that would actually like set it off. That would set it the fuck off. So as far as like what an artist would do, it's a little busy for like a singer, I feel, and it's a little plain for a rapper. I'm not sure. Maybe someone else more creative than me can figure out what to do with that. But kind of like Dice said, I felt like it was a little busy at the end when the vocal sample came in, just with how much was happening. I like the bass line. I'd suggest adding drums if it's for artists. Otherwise, I think you have a pretty good, interesting intro music song. I'll give it a 8. Give it an 8.
Yeah, definitely the Home Alone Christmas Carol vibes, or the church scene where he's visiting the neighbor's niece or granddaughter, whatever the fuck she was. Yeah, reminded me of that too.
Yeah, I don't see that as like a song for artists. I see that as a song for video editors. You know what I mean? Like that's cinematic.
Yeah, this is more of like, I'm going to use this in a piece of film, not I'm going to use this and drop some hot melodies and bars over it.
Yeah.
All right, but we got a tip from Hato. Got to take his ass to work. But right now, it's got a track called Home. Let's take a listen.
I'm going home.
Don't drop a Sweet 16 on that.
For the culture.
all right. That was Hato with Home. Tip that we just got from new member, new viewer, new watcher, new contributor. I like how Hato Drippy, said, "Hey, this would sound great with some reverb and some auto tune," and Hato politely declined the auto tune by saying, "Yes, reverb would be nice." Totally did not acknowledge the auto tune part.
Normalize this behavior. I'm here for it.
Nah, I think this was good. I think I like the vocals where they are. I think that they could maybe be a little bit more present, just to stand out a little bit louder on top of the guitar. But I like the feeling of everything overall. There were moments where it felt like there was a lull because, you weren't doing anything vocally and you were just listening to the guitar. But, I think overall the song still feels good. Maybe it's just, we're so used to very busy things that sometimes, we need to take a breath and take a step away. I don't think it sounds like too empty where there's like a huge gap and we're like, hey, fill it with vocals, because sometimes I mention that to people, but it does feel like, okay, I gotta digest this emptiness and just listen to the guitar. But maybe like reverb and delays would help with some of that aspect. I don't really have anything else to really nitpick about. I just think
Do you want to just quickly, succinctly say that again? Because he was on ad when you were talking.
I saw that. I was going to summarize and just say I think that vocals a little bit louder, maybe some reverb, maybe a slight delay here and there to kind of like space things out. But I like the feeling of everything overall. I give this a 8.5.
Yeah. Right off the bat with the guitar, I was like, okay, I was nodding along. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm around a campfire and like, Chad is about to sing the song of the ages, and you didn't disappoint. I was a fan of your vocals. I think you have a good voice and it matched the guitar very well. My kind of only thing here was one of the parts Dice was talking about, where like it just felt like some of the sections were empty as far as the song pacing goes. The suggestion of like, maybe some delays or some reverb, sure. But also like if you added in some ear candy or just some like, I don't know, harmonizing in the background, I think that would go a long way for, you have these basically one line sentences, you say a thing, and then there's another full bar where it's just guitar. That works for a lot of it, but also it's a lot of those spaces. So maybe think about what could you do to fill in that space as the song's progressing. That would be my suggestion. I'd still give this a 9.
Dope. Solid introduction to Hato. Welcome to the community. I know you're headed to work, but stick around. We got a lot of active artists, producers, engineers. We do song tournaments, about to get one up and going. So definitely would love to hear more from you.
Yeah, this guy could be a real contender on the next tournament that we have. I could see that.
Should be. All right, I'm gonna play one more regular track and then we'll do DJ Tongue Heroes. Let's listen to a beat from Tagami, a little Double O, Matt Critter. We're back with the regular vibes. Here's Out the
Who
Vet,
else but Double O and Matt Critter?
the combination that I love to hear every Sunday.
Got
Shout
his
out.
audience dialed in.
Tagami.
Okay, I think you got it. That was Tagami. I like this one. I like the counter melody the most. The little that part stood out to me a lot. But something with just the other synths, the pianos felt just too bland to me. I wish they were a little bit sharper or just more. They stood out a little bit more. It just feels a little bit too tame up until that counter melody element comes in. And I wish the drums had more impact. I wish there was a stronger kick. Um, give it a 6.5. I wanted to really like this more. The counter melody was my favorite part though.
Yeah, I'll just say that for me, I liked the piano. I thought like the whole piano was cool. The counter melody Dice mentioned, I like that too. For me, it was just the drums. They weren't very drummy. You know what I mean? Like it felt kind of underwhelming with the thumps. And especially felt like a beat like this kind of needed that hard drum to kind of keep it pushing. So that'd be my recommendation is more thump in the trunk. 7.
All right. Now we got tip from DJ Tongue Hero, Watching You. Everybody in the chat, y'all ready to get licked? Because that's what he told me to play once we were ready for that moment, and I think now is the time.
Now's the moment to get licked, for sure.
Smoking the pine, I'm struggling to find my own peace of mind. Time in my hand slips through like sand. Watching you, watching you, watching me walk away. Watching me, watching you walk away. But let's say fuck this town. We got our own thing, grown thing now. You even wrote things down. We need to roll things out. The roads along the head I see. We search for peace amongst our dreams. We wake back up to what that means. Love might mean everything. Love might be everything. I see you watching me. Watching you, watching me. Watching you, watching me. Constantly I know some things I can't still understand. Loving on you tells me about everything and everything about you. Watching me, watching you, watching you, watching me do those things you do to me. But enough of that back and forth, my dear. I'm happy you came, we're both right here. You keep on talking off my ear. Secrets they never know, you know our people no problem. Once we're lost in time, if you're still with me, we'll both be fine. And once the world takes all our things, love will mean everything, love it mean everything. I'm just watching you, watching me. I'm just watching you, watching me. I'm still watching you, watching me. I'd rather be closing eyes and putting lips on you. I'm watching you, watching me. I'm just watching you, watching me. I'm still watching you, watching me. Ought to be watching you, watching you. I'm watching you, watching you, watch me. And I'm just watching you, watching me. I'm just watching you, watching me. I'm just watching you, watching you, watching
right. That was DJ Tongue Hero with Watching You. Bird, do you like being watched? Are you into voyeurism?
Feels pretty meta, right? Because he's literally watching us watching him.
Bars.
Yeah, that whole song was basically about us and the review show. Look, I think it's a fun vibe. Little happy song. It's fine. I think just the parts that I wanted to be better were just like the actual singing and the quality. You know what I mean? Like the quality itself. I think sometimes when some of the other songs, when you're rapping and when whatever, like your confidence, your delivery, all of that kind of carries it over, and it makes the quality like not that big of a deal. And especially with the additional graphics that you do for some of the other ones. And this time I'd say that like it was a little because you're focused more on the actual singing of it, then now I'm paying more attention to like, all right, how are the notes coming across? Are you hitting the notes? How does it sound in general? As well as like this ship is just kind of floating around on the sea. So there's not much to distract me visually. Although I will give a shout out to the cute kittens and doggos being scruffled in the middle of the ocean. I didn't dislike it. I think it's a fun listen, but I also think that like the singing wasn't strong. 6.
Yeah, I felt basically the same. This to me felt like a good draft or a demo song that you would then present to somebody with maybe stronger vocal chops. I'm thinking like a Sonny Laray or a Barnacle, and say, hey, I have this idea for a song. Maybe you switch up a little bit of the lyrics, but here's like the template that I'm giving to you, and then they do their own rendition of it. Because otherwise, I think the vocal performance is underperformed for the type of song, because it gives me like Kanye vibes, where Kanye obviously knows he's not a singer, so in your case, I don't always recommend this, but if you were going to say I'm going to stick with this is a me song, you would have to do auto tune on this in order to make the vocal performance more interesting, even if it's not better. Because like when Kanye did 808 and Heartbreaks, it wasn't like he could sing, but the auto tune made it interesting. So if you're not going to sing this better, then you need to make it more interesting to listen to Bird's point of where it just feels like underperformed throughout. And without any visuals to distract me, now I'm just dialed in on like, okay, what's going on with the singing here?
You hear that, Drippy? Bet you didn't expect us to recommend auto-tune.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, turn on the auto-tune, DJ Hero, or give it to somebody else and say, hey, I have this dope idea, would love to collaborate with you. Because, I mean, me and Bird had this debate, what was it, Wednesday or something, about, writing for other people and all that other stuff. But this is how people get into those rooms of like, I'm a writer for Beyonce, I'm a writer for Rihanna. Is like, hey, I know I wrote this song and I know with somebody who can sing this more powerful, it would be where it needs to be. And just, accept and acknowledge that and like present this to people. And that's how you get into those kind of circles of like, okay, well, I know I'm not a singer, but I got the ability to craft a good damn song. So maybe try that venue out.
Meanwhile, I'd say, fuck off, Beyonce. This is my song and my kitty scrunches. Get out of here.
Imagine you're working on this song, Beyonce walks in and is like, oh, I'd love to sing that for you. And you're like, fuck off, Beyonce.
Get out. Get. Grow up.
Fuck out of my session, Beyonce. I'm in the middle of making a classic. All right. But shout out DJ Tongue Hero. I guess shout out to Drippy's parents. Bike Muffinhead Griffin is his full government name. He's sticking with that.
Love that.
Next up, Limonetto. Limonetto left the server overnight and then came back. So shout out to Passive for keeping the community members engaged even when they leave the community. Bring your asses back.
Do we know what happened?
He said, I guess some anxiety got to him, and he was like, "Fuck music, I can't take this anymore. The world is cruel." And then he, signed the fuck out. And then I saw a couple hours later, an hour later, he's back, and he's like, "You know what? I was wrong." And hey, that happens. I can't tell y'all how many times I've quit music over the years. Bert, how many
Word.
times you quit?
I'm just in a constant state of quit, and then I occasionally unquit for like one song or two.
There you go. So let's see
Yeah.
what Lemonado had going on. Jacket on? I don't know what that means,
Jacket
but
on.
here's
Better than Jacket Off.
checking the land of limes.
Love the visualizer. Oh, it's got the S is perfect.
Oh, the classic Stussies.
What are the odds they actually wrote that?
I think 5% chance. Probably doesn't even know what a DVD-R is. It's short. I'll let it finish. Is this a news report, the weather report in the background?
You know, as someone who loves old shit and nostalgia, this is really hitting on all the levels.
Is it resonating with you?
Oh yeah. I should find more old news reports to watch.
You should. All right, that was Lemonetto with Checking the Land of Limes. I think there's something here that you need to build off of further. I think the drums need more impact. The drums were very tame and just kind of like some padded, muffled shit. And there needs to be some sort of crispness to stand out. Crispiness, I should say. There's no hi-hats, there's no snares. It's just like a melody and some drums. So I think that unless you're going for some, I don't know, background-ish music for a certain feeling in a certain scene, or you're trying to, invoke a certain emotion, it needs more elements to make it more interesting to listen to. Because otherwise, I just have this kind of dreary, creepy melody in the background and some flat drums. So I would say expand further or refine what you have to make it feel better from a listenable standpoint. I give it a 4.
Look, I'm going to take everything into consideration. I feel like, yeah, just as a music production, all those things Dice said are true. It feels, Cyclone in the chat put it very succinctly, an indie game soundtrack. I could see that, like some new Steam game that's just kind of on in the background menu. Like, I could totally see that. I think it is perfect for that. If you're looking for, ways to make it more interesting musically, I do think stronger drums, right? Like everything just felt muted. The drums, the melody just kind of plodding along, and I think there's ways to kind of make every one of those sections stand out a little bit more. That being said, I loved the visualizer. I think the Stussies on the CD, I was like, oh, I remember CDs. I still have like a whole folder full of all of my mixes that I may or may not have allegedly burnt off of LimeWire. Yeah, so it was fun. Cool vibes, kind of creepy deepy. The whole presentation, I'm gonna give a 6.
Do you think that like record labels would still come after people if they're like, yeah, I got like 6 million songs from LimeWire on my hard drive right now?
Well, for me, the statute of limitations, I believe, is up. But just in case, I said allegedly.
What are they gonna do? Everything's on streaming now anyways.
That's true. I mean, not everything. Not all of the countless rapbattles.com underground artist submissions.
That shit doesn't need to be anyway. All right. Next up, Descendant of Root. Back after hiatus. We haven't heard from this person in a while. Let's take a listen to Sunburner. I've never been sunburned. Just want to let you guys know that.
Can't be true.
Why can it not? I'm not a fragile weakling like some people.
That's true. I'm pretty fragile when it comes to fighting the sun.
Tell me when it's over. I cannot argue no longer. Can we just go home? Drive the car and go even faster. Full of shit and it's getting old. Burn rubber. What is your goal? Your sunburner, fake hugs and I love you. Let's break up. We hate us. Heartbreaker. Please let me go. I've known this road before. Full of shit and it's getting old. Burn rubber. What is your goal? Sunburner, fake hugs and I love you. Let's break up. We hate us. Heartbreaker. Waste my time or lose the fight. Go baby, another life, we apologize. Go baby, sun says we make up. Blood stains, no strangers. No trace and no flavors. New scars and behaviors. Sunburner. 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 I hate to leave it at this though. Head out open window. Speeding on the highway. Trying to get you high on a Friday. Flying like a biplane sideways. Saying it's dripping. Stranger than fiction. It's written, unbalanced condition. Life's a comedy, but I'm on a mission. What's stopping me? Money and addiction. If I had what you had, there would be no problems. If I had what you had.
No, no more singing. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a bad no. That was such a bad no.
All right, that was Descendant of Root with Sunburner. Look, I know that Descendant of Root is our more experimental, eccentric type of artist. I've heard some of the interesting things that they've put together over the years. I think that they've watched enough of our review shows that I feel comfortable saying I like the vibe of this. I hate the vocal performance. I think the tones that you chose to perform were just confusingly off in some parts. Although I could appreciate and respect the experimental direction and the nature that you're going into. I just didn't like the tones that you chose. It just felt off key way too frequently and not even in a interesting, appealing way. It's just like, well, why wouldn't you redo that? And maybe the apology at the end adds merit to what I'm saying, but I just wasn't a fan of the vocal performance, although I do like the chill, mellow somewhat kind of creepy vibe of it. Um, I'll still give it a 6 because I feel like I would like it more if the tones were in line with with the sounds of the beat. I don't know. It just felt off key throughout, and that was unappealing to me. But I like the essence of what you have here, so I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, I was kind of confused too. Like loved the guitar, loved the like instrumentation on this. And it sounded like either you were doing this or you have a live band maybe that put this together. I really like what you guys did. But like Dice said, like it just was off. You know, the singing was off. And this is where I think maybe like I really like your vocal tone. I think you have a really unique voice. And there were times where it really worked, especially in like the second verse. There were parts where I was like, "Oh yeah, like this is great." But just more often than not, I would say the tone didn't seem to match the instrument. And I would just say that maybe some like not auto tune, but just pitch correction, just slight pitch correction could help this song. Yeah, I liked where it was going. The execution wasn't there for me. I'm gonna give it a 5.
All right, next up, weekly hood trap shit in the style of SD Kid. Here's Artisan Beats with Indigo.
Sunburner.
I like the concept. All right, that was Artisan with Indigo. It feels a little too generic to me. And I feel like the strings make me think I'm watching a movie score rather than listening to a beat for somebody to do hood trap stuff on. So take from that what you will. I think the mixing and the sound design is okay. It's just I don't know. The violin strings and the simplicity of it don't really stand out to me, so I would give it a 6. I think it doesn't just I don't know. I'm still stuck on the hood trap shit. Doesn't give me hood trap vibes. So I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, I'm kind of at the same place, but I got there a different way. Like for me, it was like kind of like Dice said, like I liked all the sounds. I liked what you did here. I think it's fine that it was simple, but I needed it to switch up just a little bit. So in my head, you know, I liked the hard drums, I liked the synth, but it kind of just stayed there the whole time. And I was waiting for it to kind of advance, escalate. You know, I wanted maybe after that first little bit, the drums to switch up and get a little faster just to make it, you know, maybe a little bit more interesting once it gets to the verse parts. So that'd be my suggestion is like, whether it's the drums or whether it's the synths, like something's got to switch up in there. Because right now there is just kind of too bare bones of a beat. But I didn't mind the starting point. I'll give it a 6 too.
All right, we got a tip from the Fallen Dove. Got a
Shout out,
song
Dove.
called "The End," mixed by Cyclone. Asked us to read along to the lyrics, but there's 4 images of lyrics. Do the best we can there, but also Cyclone would like feedback on the mix. So let's take a listen.
Great beat so far.
I've been feeling sick in my stomach. I'm tired of this shit, I don't want this. Make a last toast, if I'm honest. Pour more doses of that tonic. Death coming fast, I'm astonished. I'm sorry for my past, I don't want this. I don't want this, I don't fucking want this. I might end it, I might end it. Taking my pride, got low ego. Taking my life is gritty and sinful. Death being right, it's way too simple. But it takes my side, it's been faithful. They looking at me for differences, so I can't change, I will promise. I know if many misses, need to reload and drop it. Need effort on my wishes, need to go on and top this. I want love, not the riches, so go on and stop this. I don't want this, I don't want this. It might be the end, might be the end. I don't want this, I don't want this. Might be the end, might be the end. I don't want this. It might be the end. Taking more and more of the liquor. I know for sure I'll get sicker. I through the haze will come quicker. I embrace the chase of a time ticker. To clock my wall, get soda, tickle fade. When I pour a vodka tonic with a soda, my website will never show up. Grab my hand, don't let me go. Take a stand when I die slow. Death is grand, so I'll let go. This my plan, we both know. Death a fan, on my sands, ill understand. Mind and chance, oh her at first my friend. But oh fade, but 410 is age your limit. Just keep going. By 9 you'll feel it, so keep going. Keeping it up. Looking it up. When you spilling some. Killing what you become. But this is what you waited for. This is what you want. This is what you waited for. This is what you wanted. I don't want this. I don't want this. It might be the end. Might be